So I'm Mark Montgomery, French, and I'm the new Glide Memorial Church, what's my title? Director of Audiovisual Ministries. I want to point out that I have a really stellar AV crew who sit up there every week. So if you liked the sound you heard, it's the team and the imagery and the videos back here that you feel something from. That is them as well. And we're also live streaming this celebration from the balcony. And so one thing that we look for when we put the camera on is people having a transformative experience. And every week, someone in here has one. It could be someone who came in and their body says, this is the day I'm going to become sober, right? Or it's someone who's never heard the funk before and went, what's being played? Oh no, but oh yes. Or they hear, the sermon or the poetry and they're inspired and it makes them think about things. And their face and their body just changes, and that's what I want to capture. And, they got hit with pure, uncut, unconditional love, and they don't know what to do, but they're happy. And that's why I'm here. I'm here for the magic that happens here. So when I was 12, I saw a magician perform on TV, and I thought, that looks exciting, and I want to make magic too, so let's do this. So several magic books from the library that I found out I still have and should bring back, whoops. I became a working magician at 12, and it's the children's birthday party circuit, but it's one of those things where you get the coin and you put it in your hand and you wave and it vanishes. Right. And and I love magic because it's the only art form where you need a witness to prove you did it. You can't do a magic trick on yourself, right? When I perform a magic trick, we both know it's a trick, yet there's a smile in your mind when you ponder what just happened. And that's the magic that I want to be a part of. So back in the day when I met Minister Marvin, back in the day,
officially on the AV team now.
Zoe's officially part of the AV team. Okay, meeting's at 1 o'clock. Back in the day when I was a guitarist in town for the funk progressive band called Endangered Species, and this was the age of acts like Spearhead and the Mofessionals and Pomo Afro Homos, and I started making flyers for my band, and then I started making flyers for the clubs like I-Beam. Anybody track back that far? And it led up to a job at an ad agency, and it was right when the internet showed up. So I was one of the first people to make an animated GIF ad for a Fortune 500 company. And it was because somebody asked who wanted to do it, and I said, this looks exciting, and I want to make magic, let's do it. And then in March of 2020, Minister Marvin reached out again, and he said, COVID was shutting down the sanctuary, and he wasn't sure how to keep the congregation together. And I said, I had an idea. Actually, I probably said, that looks exciting. Let's make some magic, let's do this. And so I cobbled together some hardware and some software that allowed us to webcast from our homes. Right. And that's what we did for 18 months. Man, remember before? And it worked. And it was Marvin and I, and it was Reggie, who's here somewhere, and it was Vernon, and it was amazing. And since then, I've directed 500 plus live streams for Glide. And I realized, coming in today, I'm here at Glide because I manifested being at Glide. I didn't know that was what I was doing, but remember I talked about the local acts like Spearhead? Well, there's Dave here from Spearhead, and then, Zoe's from the Mofessionals, and Marvin's from Pomo Afro Homos, and my job is to work with these artists. That's magic. So that's why I'm here. How's our time, by the way? All right. Okay, you got time for one more story? Okay. So this is a story that my son is here and my team is here.
All right.
And none of them know this story because it's new. So I've not been here for a couple of Sundays because I have another job. I'm an actor. Show image. Yeah, I'm still directing, by the way. I'm the ghost of Christmas presents at the Dickens Fair. Now, I'm 6'9", if you can tell, and then with the robe and the boots and the wreath, I'm 7 feet tall and have a torch that lights up made by a Disney Imagineer. And when I walk around, it's sometimes a bit overstimulating. So when shorter people come to me, and that's all of you, they sometimes don't know what to do. So if it's a small child, what I'll do is I'll say, touch the torch. It's not hot. It has Christmas cheer. And then I'll say, Happy Christmas. And that tends to make them calmer. So last Sunday, when I wasn't here, there was a child who came in on a period-accurate wheelchair being pushed. And so I said, he was a little frightened, so I said, touch the torch, and it's Christmas cheer, and Happy Christmas. And he touched it, and he said, Happy Christmas. I'm like, great. An hour later, I'm backstage, getting ready to go out on stage, and a coworker comes by and says, I have a story about you. I'm like, no, I didn't do it. And she told me the same story I just told you, where a young boy touched the torch, said Happy Christmas. I'm like, but then she added, that boy is autistic and nonverbal. He doesn't speak until you did that. And his parents were off in the corner crying because they hadn't seen this happen before ever. So of course I can't go, I didn't know what to do. I couldn't actually go out and be the ghost of Christmas present because I was crying too much, but that's the magic that I want to be a part of. So I am Mark, and I'm Glide.